Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bunny Trail. I'm Carly, your host. And can you guess? It is Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. Okay, so I don't know. Do you think I'm Cyndi Lauper or just a girl from the 80s? I tried to do my makeup like she did. Um, and big hair. I've already got big hair. I just fluff it a little bit more. I needed some of that Aqua Net hairspray. Couldn't find any. Okay, I ordered this. I'm so excited, guys. I can't wait till my kids come home from school so they can see me all dressed up. I got a pack. It come with these. It come with the star earrings, the necklaces. It come with the headband with the bow. It come with this shirt that says, let me stand up a little bit. I love the 80s. It come with a pink tutu, you guys. And then it come with the leg warmers. I've got some, I should have had a tissue in here. My nose has been, I've got the sniffles. Not a cold, just the sniffles. It come with leg warmers. And so tonight, I'm going to wear my black leggings and put the tutu over the top of it. And then I know Cyndi Lauper always wore high heels. I can't do that. So I'm going to be wearing just like some little kids tennis shoes, not little kids, the kids. That'll be cute too. Okay, so I'm very excited. I hope some of y'all from the Dolly world show some of your costumes that you're going to wear. I haven't dressed up, you guys. Well, what I usually do is, because my hair is like a lion's mane, I usually wear a lion ears and maybe paint a nose and whiskers on me for the kids, but I'm not dressed up. Oh, do y'all remember these bands from the 80s? And we used to do them like, we'd take two and we would interloop them like that and then wear them like that on our wrists. They made them a little snug-a-bug. But anyway, they sent these bracelets too, these stretchy bands bracelets. But I'm digging the hand mitts, the gloves. I really like those a lot. I didn't think it through. I should have wore like hot pink nail polish, but I'm using the gel that you use the light for, and I just got fall colors, and hot pink's not in there, so I didn't get a hot pink. I need to get one. Anyway, okay, so Lisa Littles did a trick or treat this or that tag, and I was gonna do it on the way home from our trip, but you guys, we were exhausted. It ended up being like 3.5 hours of driving, and I'm not a traveler, you guys. I don't go places. I don't travel. I will travel an hour away. I just don't like to travel. I don't, but it was such a good time. It was definitely something that I'm not normally used to. We went to her church, put on a concert. My daughter and her fiance and my son, their church, put on a concert, and I did post a video. It was of a guy that was preaching in the beginning on stage, but at the very end he started singing. I think the song was called Joy, but it's rap. It's rap Christian music, completely different. I've never heard rap Christian music before, but I loved it. You guys, the last time I was at a concert was when I went to the New Kids on the Block concert. I was in the 2nd grade. So I loved it. I was right up just like 5 feet from the stage, and I did a 40-minute video and it wouldn't upload. So I had to delete it, but it was of the other singers. You can listen to these singers on Spotify, and it was Brother Bo. That's the one I got a video of, him singing one song, and boy, he has the word. He has that, you can just feel the God presence while he's up there. And then the second one that performed was okay, so I thought they were saying Biggie, like the letter E, but it's big yeet, big yeet. And I was like, what does that even mean? She goes, Matt's always saying yeet yeet. And I'm like, what does that mean? Okay, hang on, guys, hang on. Okay, and to be honest with you, I've never even heard Matt say that. But anyway, so it's Big Yeet, and he actually sang secular music, and he wrote songs that were even performed at the Super Bowl. He didn't specify which ones, but he's taken down all of his secular music. So he does no longer get money from these songs, that are out there, because it wasn't godly music. So he felt, it was secular music, and so he took it down, and so now he only it's rap rock Christian singing kind of, and he only does that now. Then the third singer was the one that, you have those that open for you, and then you have your main singer, and so it was the main singer, and his name is ASAP. You can listen to him on Spotify. I am old-fashioned, you guys. I haven't stepped up to that yet. I still have Pandora. I'm a creature of habit. What can I say? But it was definitely a lot of fun. ASAP invited all the kids. Oh, I wanted y'all to get to see Aurora. She got invited. All the kids. It was a small concert. It's about 400 and something people there. But he invited all the kids. Sorry, my nose itches. Up on stage to dance to one of his songs. I don't know which one it was. But she was just jumping on the stage and having such a good time, and I videoed her. There was a couple of kids. I'm sorry, I got a hair or something on my face, and it is itching. I wanted to especially post that, but it just obviously wasn't meant to be posted. So, I don't have that video. I did post the prayer garden that we went to, and oh my soul, the prayer garden we have here in town, you make a loop around. That's it. You can get out and you can walk in the middle. It's a garden and it has statues and stuff, but this was a real true prayer garden. I mean, not that ours isn't. I'm thankful for the one that we do have in our town. But this was more than I was expecting. I mean, they had a butterfly garden in an area, the whole garden was in the shape of a cross. And then in the center of the cross, it had the statue with him on the horse, holding the sword up in the air, what he's supposed to, what Jesus, I guess, looks like, I guess how Revelations describes Jesus when he comes back. And actually, my daughter was saying that the person that actually built the statue there for that had a vision, and that's the vision that he saw. But then they had this humongous cross that was at a certain point that was at sea level ground as Israel, as the coordinations of Israel, I think is what it said. But go look. I know you see a lot of me. You hear a lot of our chit chat. They had a fountain there, and I got to rededicate my life to the Lord there. That was very exciting, and I did record that. But you guys, I took it out. I kind of felt like that was a special moment between me and God. And Brian did it. Brian got his. He's an ordained minister. His license just came in the mail. And the reason why he's an ordained minister. Okay, so I've been telling y'all for, I think it was 3 videos ago, maybe 4 and 3 videos ago, that I had some very exciting news to tell y'all. Well, y'all know I have my 2 grandboys, and they're not married though. And my son went on this journey to a walk to Emmaus, and come home, and he's like, we're getting married, we're gonna do right by the Lord. So, and he set his addictions aside, got rid of them, not aside. He got rid of his addictions, and they set a date, and so November, really quick too, November 17th, I think that's a Sunday, they are getting married, and we are super, super, super stoked about this. So Maddie wanted his daddy to marry them, and so Brian did everything he needed to do to get ordained, got his license in the mail. We've been making plans and putting together things, and the dress has been ordered and came in and fits her. You guys, Princess, no. The dress she ordered, you guys, online. This is, this says it all right here. She tried it on, and the thing is exact fit to her. There's no alterations whatsoever in the length that has to be done. Nothing in the bodice, no taking in, letting out, nothing. So we are so excited. She looks so beautiful in her dress. Aurora is a flower girl, and we've already discovered that she is a mini bridezilla. She asked Aurora, you guys, I've got to get a tissue. Hang on just a second. Okay, sorry, got tissue in my hand. We're good to go. Anyway, so yes, Aurora is a mini bridezilla. Before Kendra even asked her, a long time ago, Matt and Kendra were gonna get married, and they never did. And at that point in time, this has been over a year ago, Kendra had asked Aurora to be her flower girl. And sorry guys, and Aurora remembered. So when they told everybody they were getting married, Aurora's like, you told me a long time ago I was your flower girl. Am I still your flower girl? And Kendra's like, yes, you can still be the flower girl. Well, then she's like, okay, have you ordered my flowers yet in my basket? And Aurora Kendra told her, no, not yet. And she goes, well, do you have them picked out? And Kendra's like, yeah. She goes, can I see them? And Kendra said, yeah, just a minute. And she's like, well, what color are they? And so Kendra's colors are fall colors, beautiful colors. And she's like, okay, and what kind of flower do they come from? You guys, this girl. So then Kendra had a dress picked out for Aurora. Aurora loved it. And then she had like a flower headpiece for Aurora to wear in the wedding, and picked out. And Aurora got to looking, and she found a crown, and she's like, can I wear this instead? So Kendra, thank God I have such a easygoing, she's so easy. Kendra is Matt's girl fiance, is her name, and she has just such an easygoing personality. And of course, she said yes. So we are in the process of planning a wedding that's like 2 weeks away, I think, coming up very, very soon. I've got to order my dress today. I'm ordering my dress. Let's hope it comes in. It fits good. Oh my goodness, I hope it does. It will, because this has all been orchestrated by God. This has all been orchestrated by God. Okay, so I'm going to be like a girl from the 80s. And hold on, I'll let gloss, you guys, okay? And you know what? Actually, the pictures that I saw, they were like bright lipstick. So for this evening, I may be putting on some darker lipstick. But okay, so I've told y'all the exciting news, and now I'm gonna do Lisa's little trick or treat, this or that. Princess, no. I had to lock Bo up, you guys, because it's the kids' nap time. I'm doing a video while my kids are napping, and I'm hoping to get through before they wake up. My grandbabies, I've started keeping them full time now, and I have been so exhausted. They wear me out, and for the life of me, I cannot figure out why these two little beings are different from any other kid that I've ever kept. I've been keeping kids for over 10 years, but over 15 years, I believe. How can these two little beings exhaust me the way they do? I don't know. I think it's because they're so close in age. So I have a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 4-year-old. And they wear me out. I haven't adjusted to it yet, so we'll see. Now they're on a regular schedule. Instead of just coming hit and miss, a couple days a week, they're here every day. So we'll get a good routine down, and we'll be good to go. So back to Lisa Little's Trick or Treat, this or that. Okay, this is about the candy, and I think this is candy from probably the 80s, maybe the 90s, you know. But okay, so blow pop. Would you rather have a blow pop, which I should have had a blow pop, that would have been totally cute, huh? Blow pop or bubble gum? Well, back in the day, probably when I was younger, I would have said blow pop. But I don't eat candy anymore very often. And I chew gum a lot. And I'm so sorry. On the video before this with the concert, I didn't know my camera was on when it was facing me, and I was going to town on my bubble gum. So I'm sorry y'all had to see me chewing bubble gum. That's probably a good idea why I don't need it while I'm doing my videos. So now though, I love bubble gum. Okay, so number 2 is Tootsie Pop or Tootsie Roll. Definitely a Tootsie Pop. My dad loved Tootsie Rolls, and when I was younger, I loved the different flavored Tootsie Rolls where you could get the lemon, the apple, the no, Bo. But my favorite was the cherry Tootsie Roll. I really like that one a lot. Okay, but these days I say Tootsie Pop. And I don't know, have any of you ever tried the pomegranate Tootsie Pop? Now, I can't buy them from our local Walmart. I have to order them from, I think it comes from Sam's Club, which I haven't done in a long time, but it's pomegranate, and they're really, really good. Number 3, Snickers or Milky Way? I would say definitely Snickers. Melissa and Sandra, who don't like the nuts. What's wrong with y'all? I like nuts. I eat those nuts from the Snickers. Y'all spit them out. Okay, number 4, Reese's or Kit Kats? Now, it says Reese's. I like Reese's. I think I would choose Reese's. Does it ask about, I was kind of wondering if, okay, I'm surprised she doesn't have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups on here. I talked about them in one of my videos. I think it was my last one where I like the deep cup Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. These are just talking about Reese's Pieces, I think. But I really like the ones that have the potato chips crunched up in them. Okay, so, oh, and something else really exciting, you know, it's Halloween and we're going to probably eat a lot of candy, but I've lost 15 pounds, you guys. Woo, woo, woo. I'm on the Mounjaro. Oh, and some news about the Mounjaro. Okay, so I found out, I just had a doctor's appointment, and okay, so it's like thousands of dollars, and I say thousands, it's like $1,000 or $2,000. I know there's a big difference there. It just depends on the one you get. There's Mounjaro, there's Ozempic, there's the one that Lisa's on, Lisa Little, Gobi something. Anyway, so it just depends on which one you get. But if you ask the doctor, tell them that you want to do the one that you mix up yourself. Okay, I'm not sure how it's going to work out. I don't know. She said it's something like it gets mailed to you. I don't know. I'm going to have to, but she puts the prescription in at the pharmacy. Okay, so I've got to go and talk to them to see how it works. If it comes in the mail or if I get it from them. I don't know. All it is you take the solution that they send you and you take it out of the little bottle with a syringe and you put it into the other bottle with the powder and then you mix it. So it's just you're mixing your own and that's it. And you guys, okay, this is still expensive, but it's not thousands of dollars. It's $200 for a month's supply. That's doable, you know, for some people. You know, it's doable for me. I can manage 200 now, but that is the Ozempic. You can do it with the Mounjaro too, which I'm on the shot Mounjaro right now, but the Mounjaro starts at like 300. I have black. Hold on, Romy. Okay, so the Mounjaro starts, I think she said it like close to 300. but then when you get bumped up, it goes to um, it definitely goes into the 300, you know. And so, but with Ozempic, it don't go up for a while. It'll stay in the 200. So I asked her, you know, well, can I go ahead and try the Ozempic, and then if it works for me, or if it makes me sick or whatever, then we'll just go ahead and try the Mounjaro. So $200 for the Ozempic that you mix up yourself. So those of you out there that had wanted to try it but can't, like me, I was given some by somebody that couldn't use it, the Mounjaro shot. But if I wanted to get it, my insurance wouldn't cover it because I'm not diabetic yet. You have, it was going to be very close to $2,000. I can't remember, it's 1,000 something, but I remember thinking it was close to $2,000 for that. So, okay, back to this. We're going to go back to it before the kids wake up. We did. Okay, so number 5 is, would you rather have a spider ring or a quarter at Halloween time? And I would have always said a quarter. I didn't ever really care about the spider rings very much. Okay. Number 6 is, would you rather have bottle caps or sweet tarts? Definitely sweet tarts. When I was younger, I liked the sour candy, and I would go with the sweet tarts. Number 7, I don't know if you've ever tried, now they have, well, I haven't had it in like years, but they had the chewy sweet tarts. I like those. I don't eat them now, but okay. So number 7 is popcorn ball or caramel apple, and I would say caramel apple now, but back when I was a girl, my daddy always made homemade popcorn balls, and they're so good when they're just hot. It was so funny. He always made, he made it fun when he would do it. He'd get butter on his hand, and then you'd get that popcorn ball and you'd roll it, but the popcorn was real hot, and probably the stuff that he poured on it too, and he'd be like, oh, ha, 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 ha. It was always fun. It was fun to see Dad do that. But nowadays, definitely caramel apple. I would probably prefer, I don't like biting into apples, so I would prefer to have like sliced apples with, cheap caramel on it. Okay, would you rather have, number 8, wax lips or nickel nips? Nickel nips, or I don't know what that is, and I don't know that I remember wax lips. I remember like the wax bottles that were like this big that would have like a little bit of Kool-Aid in them or something. You'd bite the bottle cap, the wax bottle cap off, and spit it out, and then you can drink the little juice in it, and then you can just even chew on the wax. I remember that, but I don't remember wax lips, and I have no idea what nickel nips are, or Nick L nips. I don't know. Let's see. This says, oh goodness, sorry. Oh, come back up here. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, my tripod's a little heavy. With my phone in it like that. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Recover. Okay. Oh, sticker. Would you have rather gotten a sticker or a pencil? Probably a pencil. I would have then and now too. A pencil. Would you rather have a 100-grain candy bar or a Nestle Crunch? Back then when I was little, Nestle Crunch was one of my favorite chocolates. So then I would have liked to have had a Nestle Crunch. Now I would prefer the 100-gram candy bar. Would you rather have a Mr. Good bar or a Hershey bar? I think nowadays I like the Mr. Good bar. I did not like the Mr. Good bar. As a child, I liked the Hershey as a child. Okay, number 12 is, would you rather have a Musketeer bar or a Twix? Definitely Twix for me. I do like the caramel, I like the little wafer bar in it. And my mom and dad used to eat the Musketeer candy bars, and I just never liked them, and I still don't. Number 13, would you rather have Butterfinger or Baby Ruth? Okay, you guys, when you hear the word Baby Ruth, am I the only one that goes, Baby Ruth? Is anybody out there a fan of the Goonies? Okay, my family, my kids love the Goonies, especially my older four. My younger ones, well, Aurora don't really know much about it, and we just introduced Mason to the Goonies, you know, so. And Cyndi Lauper sings in that song, good enough for me, it's good enough. Haven't you ever, or not haven't you ever, sorry, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh my gosh, I can't think of her, but I've been watching a lot of her videos here lately. Rainbow, gosh, I can't think. I'm so sorry. Oh, I can't remember her, but she is so funny and full of energy. And one day she's listening to her headphones and she's singing as she's doing a video, you know, and then she'll talk to you and then she starts singing again. And then she says, anybody can sing, you know. Now, whether you're good or not, who knows, you know, but who cares? Anybody can sing, you know, if it makes you feel good, do it. Okay, so back to Butterfinger or Baby Ruth. Definitely Butterfinger for me. I like Butterfinger Blizzard too. Hadn't had one of those in a very long time. But definitely Butterfinger. Number 14 is Smarties or M&M's. M&M's, definitely. I do not like Smarties at all. Hang on, guys. I gotta give this hair a little fluff here. You know what? I don't even have a hair pick. If I had a hair pick, that would make it even bigger. Oh, and Aquanet. You know, you gotta have that Aquanet hairspray. And the last one is, would you rather have Brock jelly candy or jelly beans? I don't know what jelly candy is, and I don't like jelly beans. So Lisa, sorry I couldn't answer. There's two that I couldn't answer because I didn't really know about. But I don't like jelly beans, and then I don't know what it says. Brock jelly candy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google that and look that up. Okay, so there is the tag. I do have a little baby, and he is all dressed up, and I've actually thought about bringing the stroller tonight. Let me get him all fixed for you. So people can see him because he's so adorable. Aurora and I say adorable, and then when we're talking about the dogs, we say adoggable. But it is, she's sleeping, everybody. Let's get up a little bit. Here he is. It's baby Archie. And he's a little gnome. Look at his gnome ear. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? He looks adorable. Adorable. He's adorable. Yes, adorable. Little gnome baby. Let me come up close so y'all can see him. I love this baby, you guys. And every time I dress him, oh no, you're losing your gnome hat and beard. Don't lose the beard. You won't fit in around here. Everybody has beards in this area. But every time I dress this little baby, I love him so much more. Well, let me set him in front like this. Let me set that baby right here. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh. Can we get it on right? It's gonna jab into mom. There we go. Here's our baby Archie. He's so snoozy woozy. Okay, everybody. Well, I'm hoping that we get out fast with trick-or-treating tonight. Go early because I'm just wore out. We're not doing a lot. We're going to go do some trunk-or-treats, and then if there's another church here in town that's doing trunk-or-treats, maybe. If not, we'll just do my mom's neighborhood and call it quits because I'm just tired. The kids are tired still. They, you know, so we got home at like, I'm no, yes, Sunday. We got home Sunday at around, trying to think, um, yeah, about 6. I ate a snack and laid there in bed. The last time I looked at my watch, or my phone, sorry, I don't even wear a watch anymore, but the last time I looked at my phone, it was 7 o'clock, and I slept, but I haven't been sleeping good. I'm having a flare up with my joints, and my shoulders and my hips hurt me extremely bad. And then with the weekend, I don't sleep good in any other bed, and so it was tough sleeping wise. My daughter was the best hostess. I can't say best because my son and her, they're pretty competitive about who's the best. But I've heard from family members that have gone to Alaska to see to see Alaska. They've stayed with my son Bailey, and they've talked about what an excellent host he was. Natalie had it planned out. From the time we didn't get to leave where we're at until, home, until to go down there Friday at 5 p.m., which put us there a little after 8, very close to 9, because we did have to make stops. And she had everything preheated. They didn't eat dinner. She wouldn't let anybody eat dinner until we got there. And her daddy and Mason's birthday she had missed. They were sorry baby dog, in October, and she had missed them. So she had a birthday cake and cupcakes for both her daddy and her Mason. Her and Mason were always very close, and she's very close with Aurora as well. And she had decorated, put confetti out, big bowl of candy, happy birthday banner, it looks so pretty. And so she made, she's such a good cook. They definitely did not get that from their mama, unfortunately. They got that from their Mimi. But she made pork chops, and then she made sticky rice to go with it. And then you put sriracha sauce over the top of it, and then you put chunks of avocado in it, and it is so good, you guys. That's one of mine and her dad's favorite meal that she makes. So she made it that night for him. Then she got up. She had her alarm set because where she lives, right on the property, her job is kennels. She takes care of. They do the kennel dogs, and so they have this whole property that is fenced off, and in the kennels, the dogs come, and then she goes out several times a day and walks them around the whole field. They've got a whole field to play in, and then then she feeds them and does things like that with them. But no, Bo. But anyway, so she got up because she had to go let the dogs out. So it was about 7 o'clock in the morning when she got up. She went and did her job work, and then came back and made cinnamon rolls for breakfast. Everybody got up, was getting ready for the day because we were supposed to go to the church and help them set up the stage for the concert. By the time everybody got up and everybody got ready, it was late. We went ahead and went up there to see if they needed help with anything, but by the time we got there, they already had the stage up. They had people already on stage. Okay, so one time I said to somebody performing, are y'all performing tonight? And the man, it was a Christian group, and they said, I don't like the word performing because it sounds like it's a performance when actually it's Christ-led, so I try to be really careful. There was people already on stage singing, but it was all, the whole time there, it was all like Christian rap music. But it was good, you guys. It was really good. Um, anyway, so we were there for a little bit, for quite a bit. I think we left at right before 5 because Natalie had to go back home and do kennels again. And so we went back, we did kennels again. When we got there, she put on a poblano lasagna, which, if you've ever had poblano enchiladas, it's very similar, except it has lasagna noodles in it. And then the poblano stuff, like, with that, the poblano pepper, when it's cooked, it's sweet, it's not spicy, it's real good. And so she had that, and Mexican rice to go with it. Then we ate, and then we went back up there for the evening concerts, and it was really, really good. It was just really good. And so it was like 10 something before they were over with. We went back home, ate leftovers, went to bed. The next morning, her dad and I were up at 7, and she got up and she made breakfast tacos. No, I take that back. She did make breakfast tacos one morning. The morning that she made cinnamon rolls, she also did eggs and chorizo and made so if you didn't want breakfast burrito, breakfast burrito, you could have a cinnamon roll. So then, so Saturday night we came back, everybody ate leftovers. We all crashed pretty hard and pretty fast because we were all exhausted. And it was hot. It was hot there. And it was so dusty. We all started having allergy issues from all the dust. And the dust was so bad because I guess they're in a drought right now. But the whole area around the church where the concert was, they have been doing work in clearing out the land. So I'm guessing like bulldozing down trees and stuff like that. And it was just like sand, or the dirt was so fine. It was finer than sand, but it was just like thick, like that much of it, when you walked. But that was okay. It was all well worth it. Sunday when we got up, Nellie said, "I'm not making y'all breakfast," because the church always has breakfast if you get there early enough. And so we got there at 8:30 at church. We scoped out the church, and we really liked the church that they're going to. There was just maybe like 15, 20 people there. It's small, it's new, it's getting started, and but we really liked the pastor. Then we came home, and she made a charcuterie board, and it had it had pepperoni, turkey pepperoni, salami. It had Gouda cheese, which Aurora discovered she likes the Gouda cheese, pepper jack cheese, Goby jack cheese, cheddar cheese, almost like pretzel chips. I don't know how to explain them. And then great big crackers on it. She did really good. Oh, and pickles. It was really good. And so then by the time all that was done, and then by the time we packed our stuff up and put back into our little bitty pickup truck that we have, it was like 3 something, and so we headed home. And I kept going over in my head, did you get charger? Check, got charger, got clothes. Natalie even washed our clothes for us while we were there, so we could come home and not have to worry about washing clothes. She was a very good host. And it was so good to see all 3 of the kids. It really was. Sorry, Princess. I kicked you again, baby doll. Well, I'm just trying to think. We got home. I went to bed. I tossed and turned. I slept. I went to sleep at 7 and slept a good 2 hours hard. And then tossed and turned just because I was hurting so bad in my joints. And then I mentioned something to Brian yesterday. I'm just not sleeping. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but then when I go to sleep, I'm just hurting so bad in my joints. Well, my heating pad that I use every single night went out on me. I've had it for over a year, maybe 2 years. It went out on me. And so I haven't had my heating pad, and I think that made a big difference. The heating pad really, really helped me. And then Brian's like, I bought ibuprofen. I've got 2 bottles of it. Now, I didn't know that. So I took some last night. I did better with my sleeping. I mean, it still hurt, but last night it was kind of like Aurora slept on top of me all night. It felt like, it didn't feel like I had a lot of room. But I got it this morning and it's drizzling outside. The kids' school week is Red Ribbon Week, and today was Scare the Drugs Away or whatever, and they got to wear their costume. If it wasn't a full mask, they could wear it. No face paint. Nothing gory or scary, And of course, y'all know she was her fox. I'll put a picture at the end of this so you can see her in class in her little fox costume. Mason, when we went down there, his birthday present from his big brother Kagan was a real military vest. And he had gotten the great big Nerf gun. He took that down there. So you guys, I ordered something from Temu. I thought it was a military helmet because it showed it as a helmet. And I'm like, I think I paid $12 for it. I'm like, oh, I'm getting that. It's on Temu. Of course, Temu. And I always think I'm reading. I try to look at all the reviews on everything. It ended up being just a cover with Velcro. No hat. Just a mesh cover. I was like, I'm so sorry, Mason. But that's okay because his sister and her fiance got him a, I don't know how to explain. It's a hat, not a hard hat, but a hat that has a brim that goes all the way around it, and then it has the string that comes under there. And Mason he's like pretending he's from the Outback and trying to talk like them. It was pretty cute. But we'd see him out there. We'd look out the window and he'd have his gun and he'd be sneaking around the buildings that were out there, and then he'd take off running and he'd crawl on the ground. It's so funny to watch him play. I love to watch it. So today for school, for their dress up, he wore his like a vest, military vest. It's huge. It's got pockets all the way around it, and he added a first aid kit to it. He got it all dressed up. He wore his hat. Of course, you can't even take it. You don't take guns to school. I mean, all of his are like bright orange. None of his look real. His are all like neon orange or orange and blue or orange and green, but still, I can remember when he went to kindergarten. No, it was when Kagan, he went to kindergarten in another town we lived in. And it was the first week of school. It might have been like day 2 or 3. When they come out, I would park and I'd walk up to go get them in the afternoons. And as I walked up, his teacher called me and she's like, I need to speak to you. And I said, oh, okay. So she pulled me aside and she's like, she had Mason's backpack and she opened it up and she goes, this was in Mason's backpack. And it was his bright orange and green, not Mason, Kagan, sorry. This was in Kagan's backpack. And opened it up and it was a Nerf, the orange and green Nerf gun, a little one, And she goes, we do not allow anything like this in the school, and the next time he brings something like this to in his backpack to school, he will be suspended from school. Okay, so I understand why. I do know why. This was, you guys, Kagan is now Kagan is now 20 years old. Okay, so this was many years ago, and I still understand why weapons don't go to school. I know that was the rules whenever we were, it was kind of the rules when I went to school. I can remember the guys had their guns, hanging on the rack in the back of their pickup truck. I went to a country school though, that's the way of life, in the area that I grew up. But anyway, Anyway, so Kagan is kindergarten, no behavior issues, but had packed his Nerf gun, almost got kicked out of school the first week of school. Such a rebel kid. Anyway, let's see. Where was I? I was going with something. Anyway, Mason, he was really cute. Watching him out the window, running around, crawling on the ground, rolling. We all had really good. We all had a very good night at the concert. Everybody was touched and moved, and it was definitely something good. In the prayer garden, you guys, the prayer garden. You know, I told you about it. It was amazing, and the one statue that broke me, that actually broke me. You guys watch it, and you see, and comment under there what statue you think it was that moved my soul. And I, you know, from the moment I got there, I could feel the presence of the Lord in that area we were at. And there was a lot of people. We got there before most people. I think there was like one other vehicle there, but by the time we left, the whole parking lot was full. That's what we did. I'm sorry. So Saturday morning we went to the prayer garden, came home, had the lasagna, went up to the concert area at the church, see if they needed help, came back to feed the animals, went back, you know, so it was long. But yes, all beautiful, beautiful bronze statues. But there was one that just totally touched my soul to the core. It moved me to tears. I was bawling like a baby. To be honest, Mason kept going, "Mama, you good? You good, Mom? Mom, you good?" I'm like, "I'm okay. I'm okay." Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna let you go. I hope everybody has a safe, fun, happy Halloween. I will post pictures of the kids. Maybe trick-or-treating tonight. I've also got some babies that are dressed and ready. So y'all take care, and until our next video, bye. Y'all be safe.